Hi, so welcome to another episode of Twisted Talks Advertising. So today's topic is why do clients shoot down ideas? Um, and I know a lot of a lot of people in advertising always have this complaint. Well, I'll tell you why clients shoot down ideas. They're really short answers. Firstly, first of all, clients shoot down ideas because they are the ones paying for it and they are the ones that will pay for it. Let me explain. They're the one paying for it because they've hired you as their agency. Who else will look at an idea and say, okay, they don't want it or they want it? It's theirs. You presented it to them. Secondly, if the idea does not work, they will pay for it. It's as simple as that. They will be the ones to pay for it. Their bosses will give them help. So it's simple. They have the right to shoot it down because they are the ones paying for it and they are the ones that will pay for it. Another reason, which will be more easy for you to swallow, I'm talking to the creative guys now, the advertising guys now, is that one of the reasons why they shoot down these ideas because sometimes it's about how the idea is presented. Now, the idea might be dope, might be the best thing ever, might be something the client needs, but if it's presented in such a way that the client cannot represent it to their bosses, please record that not every client representative has the power, the sign-off power. These guys have to take it to their bosses to present, and if it's not coming in a way that they will understand, in a way that they can tell the same story, they can carry the same energy, it's very difficult for them to sell their ideas to their bosses. And if they can't do that, they will actually shoot down that idea down. So when you are coming up with your ideas, also think of how you present it in such an easy way, like stupid proof, as people call it. Because please recall that these clients, they have other things that they do. Advertising or reviewing creative is not the number one job that they do. So it's your job as the creative agency to find creative ways to package that idea in such a way that the guy can easily understand it and recreate all that he's been told to his bosses. And before you know it, you will smile. It's as simple as that. Secondly, this is not the popular answer. The idea wasn't cutting it. It can be anything. Sometimes you are right there as you're presenting to clients. You can tell that you missed the brief. You can tell that this idea is dead on arrival, and they will shoot it down. We are people. We are humans as advertising agency. We might not always get it right, and sometimes it just takes the client, an outsider, to see, to tell you, hey guys, this is not working. So yes, they will shoot it down. And remember, whatever you create, if the client does not buy it, it's not going anywhere. Please always remember that the client is your first audience, not target audience. Your client is your first audience. If the client does not buy it, it's not going to go out, no matter how good it is. So always have the client in mind when you're creating these campaigns. Another reason why they shoot it down, which is funny sometimes, because the client cannot afford it. The idea is above budget. Simple. They can't afford it, so they shoot it down. It's not working. How they do that may be different from how they shoot an idea down that it's not working. They'll simply tell you, hey, I'm not feeling it. But definitely sometimes it's because they can't afford it, and there's not a better way to tell you, oh, we don't have money to pay for it. And I still blame the agency. You have to understand your client. Yes, I know sometimes as agency where we are supposed to push the envelope, but like I said, packaging at the end of the day, know how you're going to sell it to them. Understand your client, and then you understand why they will shoot down some ideas and why they will let some go. That way, there'll be less pain. Please, it is not whether the client shoot down your idea or not. It does not mean you're a bad creative. It does not mean you're bad at what you do. I've spoken to very, very top advertising people, both here in Nigeria and outside Nigeria. They get their ideas shut down a lot, especially those agencies that like to push the envelope. Of course, it's normal for people to be apprehensive when they see something that is new. Not too many people like change. So of course they will shoot it down at first. So it's up to you to find a way to package it to them to sell. If they can shoot down ideas from top people in the business, you should expect that it can happen. And the more you push this envelope, the more you try to create something that will shock the client, the more the ideas will be shut down. And it's normal. you keep trying. Like the Chinese proverb that says, "Is the nail that sticks out the most that gets hammered down the most." So the more you try to do great things, the more you try to push the envelope, the more you get shut down. But don't be discouraged, because one day you're going to crack it, how to sell that to the client. Or maybe at some time the client will just finally look for budget for it. Or maybe at some point the client will just be able to tap into your energy and be able to present to their bosses. Hey, that's the business that we're in. If the client does not shoot down the idea, who else will? I say maybe the creative director. But that's before he gets to the client. But when he gets to the client is the only person with the power to shoot down the idea. Yeah, I've said it. Talk your own. Bye.